Back in Week 13, the Colts lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Huskies. Can Toronto finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Toronto Huskies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. In trouble, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7's a Mike, Mike 7. Ain't no such thing as a low.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 77 yards. And the Huskies will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, Wilson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Man, I got you.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50.
Hey, it's just me and you.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Schwartz. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got three. Alert 16. Alert 16.
Now back to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Mike 7. Hey, here we go. 7's a Mike. Mike 60. Trap 60. That's the way. Hey, smash. Tank. Mike 7. Mike 7. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deej.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Mike 7. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check 20. Head the street.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Go.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Come on, guys.
It's their
Let's
quarterback,
go.
keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Huskies have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They run here with Singletary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Micah Parsons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 21-0 our score after 1. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Seven's a Mike.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So if you're going to play charades at home, make sure you grab him, because for a running back, he sure did a pretty good wide receiver impression there. Going to line up in the slot to the left side, and a lot of times, as we well know, running back routes aren't as crisp as wide receiver routes, but this one, more than adequate for that play.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Watch the ship. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Get it.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come 19.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
I got him.
Right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bless on Austin. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action now. Wilson.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield. and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Schwartz looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he wisely will throw that one away. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, 19 Lion. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Bend it. Bend it.
Go check. Go check. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup there.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Watch the screen. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
19 tight. 19 tight.
7's a Mike.
Hey, 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 hey. Check smash. Check smash.
Mike 7. Mike 7. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Last thing, 19.
Hey, let's get going.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll get this down to the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Time to go, night, night. Joker, 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 Joker. Hey, look at 19.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Huskies continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe yard shy of there at the 24.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Mike 9, Mike 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Good job, baby. Hold on. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Nothing free. Hey, pull that in.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
How's that, bro? Hey, look at D.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Mike 9.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our...
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
That's the way to get it going, boy.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 76 yards. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
You ain't got nothing.
Nine's the mic. Nine's the mic.
Who that? Who that? Mike 9.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
You ready?
A big play that time on the catch and run.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Switch up, switch up.
Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Singletary again. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Turn it up.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Perfect, baby. Good shot. Time to go to work. Let's go. Get it. Get it. You already know. I know what's up. Yeah, baby, yeah. That's what we are. Get him. Come on.
Let's go now. 70-10 more. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Get over here. Do this. Good job. How that boy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
What happened?
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, Winters, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And they're going to speed things up here.
Trap 60, trap 60. 7, Mike, 7. Here we 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Shift. Panther 60.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rabbit.
79 Broncos.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, watch that. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Check.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Here's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run on first down. Swartz, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Okay, ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. You're trash, you're trash.
Welcome back to Toronto. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Schwartz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the... to use timeout.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm here all day.
On first down, it's Schwartz. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Give me the ball.
Anthony Schwartz saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Huskies are able to add on to that lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story. And, wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards.
Come on, Nat.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you.
Throwing is Wilson. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
We got a seal. Squeeze, double. Mike 9. Bang out.
Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. 65.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To throw again is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, we got a seal.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Colts on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schwartz. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Key the tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
Back to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
7, Mike 7. Drop deep, drop deep. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Pushes past him. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Hey, tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
Mike 9, Mike 9.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, middle of the field. He finds Pascal. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon.
Touchdown, Colts! Justin Jefferson from 10 yards out.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. A four-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
I got you. I got you. Mike's 54.
They'll run on first down. Swartz. And he's going to lose yard. Here back to the 12-yard line.
You don't want no problems with me.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.